Hello, everyone. This is Professor Chisholm. I hope all is well, all things considered. Please, if you're having problems, you need to reach out to me. Let me know. I am going to work with you. Trust me, everyone deals with stress differently. But know that I'm here to support you. Know that you're not alone in this because we're all experiencing it. And I just hope that everyone's safe and doing the right thing, right? So soon we'll be laughing about this, right? So let's just, keep positive, stay positive, and let's just do the best we can to stay focused on school. And at least that you have that outlet, okay? Some people don't have that. At least you do have that. So let's stay positive. I am an optimist. I'm always an optimist. And please, if you're having problems, if things are difficult, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to, call, listen. I'm a good listener. So please let me know. Now, this also does, a point that I want to bring up. Assignments are due on Friday, and then your subsequent comments to your peers are due on Sunday, okay? We're still sticking to that. Nothing's changed. So all these assignments are due by Friday, and then your subsequent comments are due by Sunday, okay? Now, if you have problems, communication is key, guys. I'm not a tyrant. You just need to communicate, all right? So, all right, let's look at this now. One of your peers did point this out, which I'm grateful for. So you are doing, let's find that. Let's go to announcements for a second so that I can get the table of contents because I didn't have that handy dandy activated here for you guys because, yeah. All right. So, Tiffany pointed this out to me that our graphic design thinking pages are identical to week 1. Okay. We're moving on beyond that. So we're beyond pages 38 through 59, but we are, week 4. That is correct. Yeah. So no, actually this is correct. So because the pages, these are for referencing right now. So week 4, we are looking at pages 38. So essentially based on these assignments, okay? So it's on pages 38 is visual research. That is correct. So pages 38. So it's 38 through 59. That is correct. We are looking at those pages because we start on page 61 for next week. So I'm not really sure where the issue is. I think that, let's look at week 1. Yeah, so week 1, I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to ask them if that was correct for week 1. We did the pages already, but that is correct for this week. So you do want these because we are looking at, and then pages 94 through 105 of the idea. Let's check that out. So you're looking for, again, chapter 3, and your headings are construction and materials, studio interview, and activity, random input words, context, and color. Okay, so this is what we're working on. We're completing the rest of chapter 3 is what we're looking at. And then in graphic, design, we're finishing up this chapter. I don't even begin to understand how to define problems, I think is what the chapter is called. Nope, the whole book is called How to Define. Nope, yeah. Okay, yeah, how to define problems chapter. All right, so we are working on pages 38. 38 goes into visual research, and you're going to do a visual research on yourself. It should be fun. Of course, I think we're all sort of working remotely, and I pray that everyone's working remotely. So you need to just sort of take a look around and look at what sort of things that your normal day and things that you interact with, potentially consume, coffee, right? Write them down, photograph them, sketch them, document them in any format of your choosing. Make sure you have at least 8 items, large and or small. Doesn't matter, guys. Next, create a matrix that tells us something about the items you've documented. Perhaps the matrix shows which items are local or corporate, reusable or disposable. Maybe it shows which require batteries or electricity and which are mobile and which are not. Maybe you have a new thing, an old thing, things that are digital or analog. Yeah, have fun with this, guys, So it's sort of like, these things, what's the commonality between some? So sort of find the common aspects for these things and put them together. Post your matrix and a list of your items, okay? So you're going to, essentially, there's an example here for you. So the things found in my bag, okay? So these are things that you carry around. Right now, I don't have a bag. We're not going anywhere, but I could probably look at my desk and I have laptop, cell phone, iPad. Of course, I have hard drives are sitting here. I do have actually an Xbox. I have a Switch is over here too. I have my router, right? Router is here. I do have a speaker, a wireless speaker that I could probably add to my list here. I have a coaster because on that coaster would normally be a cup of coffee. Okay, so you need to just think. So I would just say things found at my desk, and then I would sketch out my desk items. But then I would go ahead and so see how it's sort of done on a graph: needed, wanted, digital, analog. Okay, so digital, analog, separated, and then things that you need. Things that you want. Clearly my Switch is a want. It's not a need. But I would think that most of my things right now are going to go up here towards need, and there'll be less things for want from my perspective. Okay. All right. So that's this. And then when moving on in the reading, you're going to then also, so that covers 38 and it gives you an example up to 41. Then you're going to start looking at, you're going to create a brand book, and that is found specifically on page 47 of the reading. And you can, says use the steps on page 47 of the graphic design thinking to create a brand book, but use the person as the brand. Remember, you're all brands in one way. So you're going to brand someone, okay? Someone you know. You're going to brand them, okay? So it could be a colleague, could be a family member, and we are all brands. We're all products of our environments, and there are specific things that make us unique. So you need to think about that person and then sort of try to make a book about this. It doesn't have to be professionally bound. You can do this digital. You can do this. You can sketch it out. I don't care. As long as you put it all in a PDF, okay? It must be submitted as a PDF. It just makes it a lot easier for viewing across the board if you submit it in that file format, okay? That's pretty much why a lot of times you'll see that file format is selected. It's because it opens up then in the browser window, makes it really easy, and then people don't have to download a file, okay? Then you don't run the risk of also potentially getting something picked up if somebody has a Trojan or something on their computer. That's where this comes from. So save it. Your final brand must have a minimum of 12 pages plus a cover. This means you must have a total of 16 pages or 4 pages folded in half, with one of those sheets folded in half being the cover. Okay, the dimension of your brand book is up to you. Okay, so if you do know InDesign, you can do it in that. I don't care. I would just probably throw it together in Illustrator. That's my go-to software. But have fun, think about this, be creative, have fun, try to figure out, and this is to give you an idea. So, clearly for me, I am, and there's some examples in here as well, I am completely passionate about the color orange. I absolutely love the color orange. So, oh my goodness, how do you turn those pop-ups off? So orange is the color that I revolve around. So that would definitely be, my cover would probably be orange. So of course we're not branding ourselves, but if somebody was to brand me, right? So then they'd probably put in there that, I do game. Yes, it's true. I'm an artist, and I would just start picking things, cat lover, right? That's a brand. That's a part of who I am. So think about this, okay? Just think about it. And then we are on week 4, introducing the design method. I know you guys are getting frustrated. He does sort of tease us as we go along. Again, I told you he's one perspective. Is he the definitive perspective? No, you can't do that. I mean, because we all come from different angles and perspectives, right? So that's just, remember, this is his opinion. And he has some valid points. He really does. And there are things that I've seen over the years, also with teaching, that are very valid points that he brings up. But I don't necessarily agree with everything that he says. And it's okay. It's okay for us to disagree. All right. So we just have to agree to disagree, right? All right. So go ahead, read that week 4 and keep going. You guys are doing a great job. Bottom line, I want you to have fun. I loved some of those scripts last week. It brought a lot of laughter. Great job. Thank you for the laughs. We need that right now, right? So just keep moving forward, guys. Do the best you can. That's all I can ask. Please be good communicators. If you're running into problems, please reach out to me. Let me know. I'm more than happy to, help as I can. But just, hang in there. Let's just be positive that this is going to be ending sooner than later, and that our lives can sort of get back to some sort of level of normalcy. Okay? All right, guys. Have a productive week and do great things.